today. From FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1, taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Out come the Eagles for their first drive, led out by their quarterback in his 5th year in Philly, Carson Wentz.
And when I think of Carson Wentz in his first 4 years in the league, I kind of look at him as bookends because his first year as a rookie, he started all 16 games. The next 2 years, beset by injuries, but last year, started all 16 in the regular season again and was very productive. His first 4,000-yard campaign throwing the ball, 27 touchdowns and only 7 interceptions. The injuries got him again in the wild card game, but when he's on the field, his team is dangerous.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Complete to Dallas.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Wentz. He'll get this into the hands of Travis Fulgham. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. As Sanders has it poked free. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So here's Washington now in excellent field position to start things out. They'll be led out by a man making a remarkable return to the football field. It is Alex Smith.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin there to make the grab. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Catch made by Fulgham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
12.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Taken down.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
2 yards on the
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 yards on the play. First down.
A gain of 15.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he'll complete this one to Fulgham. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Out of bounds.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Complete to Miles Sanders.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Miles Sanders.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. I like that call. I'm assuming you're with me.
I am. I'm totally with you. And to me, they saw something that they liked there. Because, let's face it, it's going to be a mass of bodies. But it feels like the head coach has said, my best runner over my best blocker, give it to me right now.
And you only needed 1 yard where they were on the other side of the field. Seems like a no-brainer.
If we can't get 1 yard, what are we doing out here?
And goal.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on 24-yard line.
They run with a former Buccaneer. It's Peyton Barber. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
First down, they go with Barber again. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Down by Neville Hewitt.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
A run here for J.D. McKissic. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards there, a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll try the air now with Smith. He'll buy some time right. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
Miles Sanders.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And an Eagle 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
He was brought down at his 49.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz. Left side here to Sanders. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. An Eagle 1st down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey.
12.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Shotgun now for Wentz. Caught right side. It's Jeffrey. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Alshon Jeffrey.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
At the 36-yard line.
Now Wentz again. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 22-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. On 1st down, Sanders. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Wentz now on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A carry for Barber. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
The ball carrier.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
7-7, our score after one.
Score tied 7-7.
They will run it. It's McKissick. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Isn't able to bring it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run with McKissick. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's McKissick. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. From the 50, it's Smith. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Barber. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards there and a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A carry now for McKissick. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
The ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Second and 9. Smith. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And Washington has taken the lead.
Justin Hopkins on for the extra point.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you're doing. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
We remind you, lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then 2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium, and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High. He finds an opening past the 40. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Play action. Now Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Deep ball for Goodwin. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Wentz's pass.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Smith. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. of the gun, Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on second down. Smith. Inman has it over the middle. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Second and 7 from the 20.
Up second and 7 at the Eagles' 20-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. J.D. McKissick, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. That time a 6-play drive. And to cap it off, a touchdown run of 20 yards. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
5-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Gain of 9 yards.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
On first down, Sanders. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Boston Scott, his first carry. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
41.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Eagles on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
On the play.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. This one over the middle, complete to Fulgham. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Chase Young in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Eagles. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
2nd and 5.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We get things started with a good one in the NFC. Seattle traveling down south to take on Atlanta at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And it's the Seahawks who have the lead as those two teams approach halftime. DK Metcalf, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. Sam Darnold has a couple of touchdown passes.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up second.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Smith. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
At the
46 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Running is Barber. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Peyton Barber, the ball.
He's definitely one of the best defensive tackles in the game. He's been a Pro Bowler the last 5 years running. When you run against Fletcher Cox, good luck.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line.
That's good.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Barber on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 7.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
25-yard line.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Working from the gun. Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Eagles.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
A gain of 15.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 1st downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
On the draw, here's Sanders. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
At the 31.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
3rd down.
From the gun, it's Wentz. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 24. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. Neville Hewitt on the stop.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll go again with McKesson. across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
It's a gain of
Well,
4.
really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Smith on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. That's complete to his tight end Sprinkle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards on the play. First down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
He was brought down.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, here's Smith. Open man here, Sims complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
A shotgun snap for Smith. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Steven Sims there to make the grab. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And we see James. He will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
That catch good for only a couple.
2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
You know, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? Second sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get one. That's memorable. Two? Hello.
He dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
On third and long, it's Wentz. And he's going to go down again. Chase Young getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
Putting a block in the back. Return team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They go back to the ground. This time Barber. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made at the 47.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Nikel Roby-Coleman up to make the tackle. Good gain there on first down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
It's a gain of 2.
Washington on third down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. The stop was made by Jannard Avery.
McKissick, the ball carrier.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
McKissick, the ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Dustin.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Makes this Washington 34.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
taken about 7 yards deep. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Chase Young able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Shotgun now for Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 16 yards, a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and now it's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 45-yard line. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Wentz to throw again. And he'll complete this one to Fulgham. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more on that one, and another first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Wentz again. Ertz has it left side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
At the 30-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Catch made by Fulgham. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 19. 12 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
At the 17-yard line.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
second and
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back at New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Washington. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
29-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 6 yards in the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And they'll indeed take a knee. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were thrown for a loss.
So it's Washington getting the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Washington, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0.